tired.
Yeah. Now here's the Georgia Classic. Now here's a guy who plays Puff Peach a lot.
The little thing about Puff
There's
Peach.
two of them. But
the funny
another Mr. Saturn.
the funny joke in all of Georgia Melee is that this matchup's not that bad. It's not that bad for Peach. I know Armada ran, this cult of Puff beats Peach.
I feel like that's a
7-3.
Puff player opinion. So you just don't, so you don't have to feel bad about whenever you lose this matchup. Yeah. I feel like I've watched Fiction analyze Polish H-Bucks. I feel like this match is like 99-0 or 99-1. It feels, because Puff can effectively just decide, totally when to interact. So it's more so a test of the Puff player's patience and decision making.
I will say, all of the other Puffs in state of Georgia, myself, Luke, we stand by our statement. Panko is actually reformed. He was of the opinion the matchup wasn't bad. And after enough times learning it, playing it, practicing it online, he has since changed his opinions that he does think that Puff wins.
Wow.
So he has,
that's character growth.
It is character growth. Finally learning you do win a winning matchup is kind of absurd.
No problem.
I still don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. But it is a test of patience.
I feel like it's as bad as people make it out to be once Puff has a stock lead.
Yes.
Which happens, with rest, is always possible. Now, if Peach has a lead,
Peach is ungodly hard
fine.
to rest. I'm gonna be honest with you. There is no scenario, most combos don't even lead into rest. So it's pretty much you're getting it raw off of like a dash attack.
Empty land up tilt.
Doesn't combo. They can TI that. It literally does not combo.
Maybe there's some Puff propaganda down here.
She is too floaty. She will actually go too far away if you hold just a direction.
So you're saying if you hold a direction, you don't get rested?
Yeah.
Wow. This is, as a Fox player, I need to learn this because I get rested.
You can hold a direction and not get rested.
How many times did you rest me during our set?
Probably not a lot. I'm really bad at it.
I think it was just once.
Listen, I won a South Carolina Arcadian hitting one rest in the entirety of top 8.
That's crazy. I will say, I don't think you up throw rested me at once.
You can DI. You didn't get rested.
It's a rarity.
All right.
But back to this match.
Watching that, I need to talk about
happening.
the funny intricacies known as Puff Drill. Because that move is some shit.
Is Peach a human character?
What?
Have you heard the H-Box? It's like, you can drill, rest, human characters. Which is Sheik, Falcon. This is what H-Box said.
That's every
now,
character
if you're
that's
calling
good.
Juan a liar,
yes.
Can Peach or Puff drill rest Peach? How about that?
Drill rest? Oh, drill rest. Okay. So drill rest, essentially the way Puff drill works is you have to hit the last hit of the move on the opponent's bottom half of their hurt box, and then it will send them into spike stun animation once they're at a high enough percent. When they have that, you have just enough time, about 7 frames. So if you're frame perfect, you can get both up smash and grab. If you're not frame perfect, people can buffer things like shield or roll in order to get out of it.
That's very similar to how Fox can drill up smash.
Yeah, it's all spike stun. It's all spike. Alright, takes one. But the reason drill rest is a thing is a couple of characters. Their spike stun animation, they go in such a large spin motion, that you can actually get the time to rest them. Marth is the biggest example because I think he has like the absolute craziest animation, where instead of being the tall, thin guy he goes super wide. His whole animation is super wide. His hurt box extends super far horizontally, letting you drill rest. Should you do it? No. Can you do it? Yes.
Now, there was people saying, sometimes CAUP does beat Panko at these locals, but Panko chooses to play a more interactive style than he has to. And when we went to Warehouse War, and CAUP and Panko played Loser Stop 8, we saw
the least
a
interaction
change-up
the
in
least
that
interaction
style,
known to man.
and it looked pretty brutal for CAUP.
I mean, he's scrapping so far. He's not been playing the slow game at all.
I'm just curious if we see it get a little closer, if we will see it revert to that. Because Panko obviously wants the chance to beat back.
Yes. After what happened in Winter's side, I think he definitely wants a repeat, a rematch. I mean, we might start to see the good friend top flat, every once in a while. But for the sake of viewership, I hope. Oh, is he dead? He is. No, he saved him. You can't be letting him get away with that. You were like so close to coming back in the game after such like a humongous lead. And then you let him like go for down smash instead of like an air. Not too much good. Brings it up semi-even. The Peach Mains have a better friend than C-Stick.
I mean, their jump button.
It's true. Holding down. Honestly, no. Honestly, gray stick down. Gray stick down is a Peach Main's best friend.
With how good CAUP's double jump aerial shield pressure is, I'm surprised he doesn't claw.
He doesn't what?
I'm surprised he doesn't claw. I just see his thumb just going ham instead.
He does not even play with like the tip of his thumb. He plays like deep in the thumb. Wow. Alright. Not great DI on his back is. He died twice, like sub 120, when he could have honestly lived with good DI. It's like, he's probably still in the blender getting back aired off stage, but you have a chance. But this matchup is really not out of the woods. A strong Nair will kill Puff.
Yeah.
Great DI though.
Wise.
Holding straight up there. It's like, if Peach is holding a turnip underneath the platform, it is entirely plausible that she's
CAUP can get a stitch here. It's winnable.
Well, no.
It's winnable here.
Well, it's even winnable now.
Yeah.
3 minutes on the clock, not looking at timeout. Something %.
Wow.
Kind of just see Panko kind of sit back in the chair, like, realizing that how much they've thrown her in the game. Because it does always feel like that. This matchup is just, it takes so long, so when you start to just feel yourself get tick to tick to tick, losing neutral one after the other, it does
Kind of start.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Panko looking a little frustrating there, but
It's a frustrating.
yeah, you're up to stock and about 100%. It does feel pretty mentally taxing. I don't think I've ever gotten.
Ready, go!
It is definitely a different means to play the long games. It's, you know,
Check to make sure it's
it's still
that little note. Up, yeah, there we go. That's melee. Blue? It's blue? Yeah.
hey, we're fine. We're good. We're good.
Woo! Okay, there we go. Good
And
time.
I looked away and somehow a stock was lost in 30 seconds in Peach Puff. That's crazy.
And I didn't hear a rest noise, so.
Yeah. I guess just must have got edge guarded, I'm assuming.
I hope Robert's C-stick bows have gone away though.
First hit on the fair almost gets the KO, but honestly good survival of the eye. It's the one thing all Puff mains have. Survival of the eye. Combo of the eye, we ain't got shit. Survival of the eye,
Isis
Puff mains no.
players often very similar.
Very
Combo
similar.
DI just awful.
Just awful. We're not used to getting comboed. Who needs combo of the eye?
Yeah.
Honestly, taking up good damage here though. Like making Pop a little bit antsy for the kill.
Have they gone Battlefield all 3 games so far?
Yes.
Damn.
It's a respect ban on Team Land. Neither player wants to go there.
Yeah.
So even though you could, do you want to? You're basically conceding like a timeout match if you go Dream Land.
Oh, that's a stitch.
No,
I did not see that.
I didn't even notice. You hate to see it.
I love to see it.
I just don't think they should be in the Alright, actually converts very well off not trying to stitch, getting a KO. You think this matchup is like one of the most closely similar to like an old fighting game where it's literally just
I
you
do
play
not.
neutral? You throw
It's-
projectiles, you play neutral.
No, because there's in a fighting game, there's a way to make both people approach. You can jump over the fireballs. You can.
Worst analogy ever.
There's no
Okay,
top
fair.
plat. There's no top plat in a fighting game.
Imagine a fighting game with a top platform.
Uh, you want to bump up blue a little?
Their audio is pretty low. Do you grab that?
Yeah, just slide
Go
it
left or right?
a little bit, right? How's it now?
I refuse to speak any louder, so this is why you're getting, you know. I do like that's a clean up air though. Like, those ones are really tough to land, but do they net you so much in the match? It's really tough to get those floating up airs. You can kind of intercept fairs and bears with them, but it takes a lot to do it. But just tacking percent again. I mean, this is probably where, as Panko, you really need to just not let what happened last game happen again.
Yeah.
You've got to play safe.
It seems like Panko's down to, once he has his like stock, he's down to just keep interacting until it's about the last stock. Which is, it seems like the cheater's way to.
You've got to start being afraid, like, around, like, the 80% mark, though, because it can just all go wrong so fast. Like, you think you're doing fine, randomly float up air just kills you.
I do hope we see a Yoshi's pick from either player.
From either player, just for our sanity.
That, I feel like it's more, I watched a lot of HBox on Yoshi's. It didn't time out.
It's true.
It's the one stage that didn't time out during that coin box tournament.
I will say, one of the funniest things that's ever happened playing with both of these players. I had a double set with Robert, with me and Robert versus Panko Wills. They almost went to time.
Wow.
I've never seen a double set even get close to time until it was like 5 minutes when both me and Wills lost our stocks. And they said, keep 2 stocks apiece, 3 minutes remaining. They wanted to play the 2v1. Kind of absurd.
That's, I wish you hadn't told me that.
Honestly, watching a double set get down to 30 seconds horrified me. You know, there ain't much to talk about. It's gonna be over eventually. It's gonna be like 2 bears.
That was Stitch.
I'm shocked how little knockback I felt like it had at like 100.
Maybe that was a Dot Eyes.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. It didn't have the stun that a Stitch would.
Yeah.
The hit stun. Alright. Is it doable?
I don't think so. With a Stitch.
Is it futile?
Maybe a down smash on platform that Panko jumps into.
Quick.
Hey, it can kill.
I've watched, you know...
It can kill on Yoshi's. Oh.
Still alive. What do you have? That's it. Alright.
Do you know what percent you stop taking magnifying glass damage?
You can stop taking magnifying glass?
Yeah, do you know what percent it is?
No.
I think it is 150%. If you're past 150% in the magnifying glass, you no longer take the tick damage.
I've been playing this game for 10 years, and every day I decide to play again, I learn something new.
It's either 125 or 150.
Sounds wrong. That's crazy.
It almost decided the set. Oh, wow.
Try doing the SDI trick.
Not amazing.
Oh my God.
That was the reverse hit of up smash, right?
Yeah, you do a Z drop into reverse up smash, it gets you the sweet spot.
I've seen a few Peaches try it at the Tech Chase local, but
oh no!
I normally see it drop. Oh.
Alright, doesn't land it though.
That's the first time I've seen that land though. I've seen some attempts, but
you can SDI the turnip to get out of it. So there is counterplay as the.
There was a phantom of some sort.
Phantom there, I saw puff percent go up, which is very fortunate because I think that's kill percent. And you can tack on so much more.
Wow.
Okay, does get the nair, but does clean up the down smash.
Now this is a full stock lead. Peach is now, this is now 50-50 matchup. This is a 50-50 matchup now. Let's see how CAUP plays this lead.
Hey, I forgot you can do that. You take quite a bit of damage for it though, but I mean you do clean the stock.
That gets Panko back in the game.
Yeah. It's like no longer full stock lead, which is super important.
What's up, Albert?
I think one of the biggest things Puff needs to do in the matchup is just not let her shield. Like tomahawks are super important because you feel like you're accomplishing nothing by continuously bearing her shield.
Yeah. Well, if you have the lead, it's a good stalemate. It's just whenever you're down. And I feel like this is the first time we've seen CAUP with the lead in this set. I'm very interested to see how he plays it out. It feels very rare.
See? The grabs.
Yeah.
They're super important to this preventer from being able to play her own game. He's getting a little crazy with it, this stock, trying to clean up the set. I do fear for the mentality.
Do you
does feel like he was,
do you think he counterpits Battlefield if this goes game 5?
I think he counterpits Yoshi's.
Yoshi's.
I think he's just in it. I mean, tempted, still close. This is not like an unlosable situation. 80%.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's no way unusable. I'm just
no trade. Pick your battles, you know.
What's Peach's main like 2-hit confirm?
2 hits.
Whoa, okay, does that not exist in this matchup?
2 hits is a lot of hits in this matchup. You can sometimes get light fair into heavy fair, and you can sometimes get, you know...
Oh, that's what, dare into up air, maybe?
Oh, pardon me, for Peach.
Yeah,
Peach
yeah,
hits,
for Peach,
hits.
yeah.
Dares sometimes can confirm into things. Most of it isn't true confirmations. Most of it are kind of just like tick, like almost like tick hits. It's like you you tick the down airs, and then you hit something else, or you hit bear on shield into like doing a float cancel into like a mix. So it's really you're not hitting like conversions. Oh, he gets it.
Even game.
Completely evens it up though. Like, I guess turnip something is usually a combo. That's like a 2-hit confirm. Like, one of the biggest kill confirms in the matchup is at like the 80-90%. Being able to hit turnip throw forwards into up air is super important.
Wow.
That was actually a really ballsy time to go for down smash.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Because of the ref possibilities. Panko showing he's willing to go for him at low percents. Alright, last stock potentially tops last stock of the turn. How much key player they will play. Oh wow.
Great fair.
Just rarely gets that fair. Fast falling all the way from the top with it. Spamming that fair button. Holy.
I will say CAUP's putting himself in the corner. I would. Oh. Yeah.
Still his float, still his double jump.
Oh.
Okay, outer resources have to up B. You just go out there, and you take it.
Wait. Yep. Now we see Ganon Puff on stream next.
That sounds lovely. However, could you consider me going out to eat